Well, we're back after the disappointment of the last video. Let's see if we can get this engine started. But before I do that, so a couple of things I'm doing. Obviously, the license plate went on, at least the rear one, the front one. I'll come to this later, but I'm not happy with where it was mounted. I want to change that, so I might get to this in this video, I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is get these calipers on. I am going to mess about with the engine a little bit later, but just for now I want to just move along and get the braking system actually put together. So I'm really torn. I was wanting to paint these, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, actually, I could be mistaken, but they actually look like they are painted. Come on. Where we're at. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I had thought about painting these, but I don't know. I don't honestly know. I was going to do them traditional red. I do have some. The only problem is that takes a very long time to dry. So for now, I'm going to leave it, because I can always paint them on the van if I decide to later. But yeah, let's get this up in the air again. Yeah, get the rims off, and we'll finish the brakes. Well, we're up in the air again. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to install the front calipers, then I'm going to just put some fluid in, and probably crack the bleeders on the rear and just let it gravity feed for a while. Then I'll do the same at the front, but while it's just allowing it to gravity feed, I'm going to pop these discs off, grease everything up, clean everything up, replace all the bits and pieces that I'm doing, and then we can call it good. And then when I put come to put everything together, everything's taken care of. So yeah, seems to be the plan for this morning. Okay, so we've got the calipers all hooked up now. I'm going to fill the reservoir up. I'm going to crack the rear bleeders and just leave that to gravity bleed. I'm going to leave that maybe for an hour, then I'll crack the front ones, let that do the same, and then I'll come back and start pressure bleeding, etc. So, very interesting setup here. I was expecting the usual castle nut, or nut with like the castellated doodah that goes over, and then a split pin. But no, it looks like this itself is the nut, but it's got a locking bolt that goes through. So you get your hub set up, and you just tighten that up, and that locks it in place. Huh? Very interesting. So just crack this loose, and there it goes. I like it. Is this a left-hand thread? Yes, it is. So let's do one of these at a time, because I don't want to get them mixed up, because obviously, like I said, this is a left-hand thread. It's a very cool setup, that. Put him up then, I'm assuming. Yep, he'll just pop off there now. Cool. So I do actually have brake fluid at all four corners now. Oh, we're actually getting a pedal. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of travel in it still, so there's a lot of fluid in the system, so still a bit of bleeding to do, but just top brake fluid up there. yeah, we do have a pedal, so that's a good start. Very good start. Well, here we go again. Yeah, what you're looking at there is it's actually for the carburetor to hook the throttle cable up. What you're not seeing in there is the little tiny circlip that goes on the end of the speedo cable. It should have been in there. I never thought about checking it when I purchased this, and I've had this several weeks now. I just got it, just left it in the original packaging so I didn't lose the little circlip. Never thought about taking it out until now. Damn. I'll reiterate, damn. Right, and obviously, this being Lincolnshire, there's nowhere open today that I can actually go and buy one from, so... Anyway, all I can do at the moment is I can still get this side all buttoned up, and I'll just carry on, do the other side. What I can do is I can pop the cap back off again when I've got a circlip and get the cable installed correctly. Damn it! One step forward, one step back. We may just be saved. Oh my god, I've spotted the little tiny original one that was on the van. God damn it, chance in a million. I actually was standing here and I looked down there and it was like, oh my god, that can't be it, can it? Maybe the gods are smiling on me today. So that's it, we're in and all tied up now. Let's get the caliper on. I've got the pads somewhere, I've got the fixing kits, yeah. Let's get it all put together. Well, that's that one all done. I do need to loosen the pipe off because I need to adjust the pipe's position so that I can actually get it hooked onto the cross member here, the front arms. Then I think I might go ahead and put the shock absorber in on this side. One thing I do have to get off though is the, where we are down there, the bush out of the old shock. That is seized on there, so I've got to mess about get that off, but otherwise, yeah. Okay, so I'm having a lot of issues getting this damn sleeve off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the other side. I'm going to finish off the brakes and everything on there, grease the bearings up, get all that side done, and then come back and probably end up spending half the day trying to get that thing off. But yeah, otherwise everything on here oh for goodness, everything else on this side is complete. Yeah. That. Anyway, let's get to it. So, we have front shock absorbers on now. Brakes are all buttoned up, all the bracketry and everything's on there. Pipes are on both sides, they're connected correctly and all fastened down. Do have fluid through to the rear. So obviously we still have air in the system because I can feel it. But we'll get to bleeding the brakes shortly, but got the rear shock absorbers out there now. Yeah, let's get those put in and yeah, we'll go back to bleeding the brakes. So, I have run a little bit of an issue with the rear shock absorbers. So, they are heavy duty and they are a little bit wider diameter. However, yeah, the eyelets on the top are much wider than the stock factory. Now, they fit fine. They actually fit in location fine, but these are the bolts. This is the bottom one. This is the top one. They're the factory ones. However, see there, that's the length I need for a top bolt. And I want a little bit longer for a bottom bolt. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to order them, so shock absorbers will not go on today. Yeah, that's and I never even thought about it, to be honest. Never crossed my mind, but yeah, that's how it goes. So, I will get these. Well, obviously, like I've said in the past, don't have any bolt places around here, and it's Sunday, so everything's closed. But yeah, I'll go online, order them, should have them for next week. Yeah, it's annoying, but you know, what can you do? In case you're wondering, this one here is larger diameter. I've got a couple of them. I just found them out there to see if they would work, but nope. So I'm gonna get some specs on these and go and just order them, and hopefully they'll be here by towards the end of next week. So front brakes bled up fine. I am having an issue getting the back ones to bleed. There's air in the system still, and I've gone through it and through it and through it, and I've still got air in the system. I'm out of brake fluid anyway. I've run it all through the system. When the brake fluid's been through the system, I don't like to put it straight back in again. I like to at least leave it overnight, just to get the anything out of it, like air bubbles or anything like that. That's in there. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this sit overnight. Again, like I said earlier, it's Sunday, nowhere's open today, so it's not like I can just run out and go and buy some brake fluid. Yeah. I think the next thing on the list was going to be gear linkage. So surely I can get that finished. I mean, we have had some successes. The front shocks went on fine. I got that bush off all right. I mean, everything's gone together fine. It's just, you know, these little nuances. I went through this with the Transit, just where it just took forever to get the rear brakes to bleed up. But yeah. So guys, this is actually a few days later. And I am still on with this braking system. So I basically went through everything again, just trying to figure out what is not right. By the way, yes, there is some primer on there. At some point when I was away, I have a feeling there was kids down here messing about, because all of these areas were scratched, like really scratched. So yeah, I've had to repair the paint again. But anyway, back to the brakes. Let's just take a step back for a moment. So I have taken off the brake drums, everything. I've had the calipers off, blown air through them just to make sure there was no manufacturing debris or anything in them. I've had all the lines, blown all the lines out with compressed air. Went round all of the fittings just to make sure there was nothing just seeping or just pulling air in. And last but not least, this is the old master cylinder. It does seem to be moving fluid okay, and it does seem to be holding pressure. But I have managed to source another second-hand one. This was on a van that was holding pressure. So I know it actually does hold pressure. I've got that on there now, and I've been pumping all day today, just moving fluid, and I've gotten it to the point where there is a brake pedal. It's very spongy though, so there's obviously air still in the system. Other things I have done, I've taken the calipers off and lifted them up high with the bleeders facing up. Again, opened them up, left them there for a moment or two, cranked some fluid through them. Again, that did improve things a little bit. So I'm just at that point where I know there's still air in this system and I have no idea where it is. And I'm just so frustrated right now. And that's why there haven't been shooting any footage, because I'm just doing the same thing over and over and over again, trying to figure out what is the problem with this system. And bar starting to replace parts, which new parts, I'm at a complete loss. I've tried vacuum bleeders, I have tried a pressure bleeder, and yeah, and it's a very straightforward system on this. You've got two lines, one to the rear, it tees off, goes to either wheel, one to the front, tees off, goes to either wheel. I mean, that's it. There's nothing, there's no ABS or any nonsense like that. I've even removed the rear brake proportioning valve, because I have had issues with those before, on different vehicles. Sometimes they can get stuck in a funky position and it just stops you from bleeding correctly. I've even removed that just to eliminate it from the mix, and I still cannot get a good brake pedal. So it's getting on for about 7:38. I've been out here the entire day, and I'm just gonna go just wash up and come back out and see what we can do tomorrow. I haven't touched the transmission. I've just been concentrating on the brakes. So yeah, that's it for now. Back tomorrow. So I have been doing some more work on the brakes over the past few days, and I do actually have a decent pedal. I've still got air in the rear. I know it's the rear brakes that's got the air in them. So, but I am having to bring this video to a premature close because I'm laughing at it, but it's not funny. I've thrown my back out this morning starting the lawnmower. I mean, it's how ridiculous is that? I mean, I basically put that engine transmission in with a jack and some ratchet straps and a bit of brute force, and I throw my damn back out on a lawnmower. But that is how it goes. So I'm not entirely sure how the videos are going to progress after this. I'm just going to have to give myself a few days, see how this works out. I do need to drop that transmission a little bit, because I do need to take a look at it. I think I mentioned it earlier in this video, but for now I'm kind of at a standstill. So yeah, not exactly the bombshell I'd like to have ended this video on, but it's an ending nevertheless. Anyway, that's it for now. I hopefully will be seeing you soon, so thank you for watching. Click like and take care and have a good one.